What was that?
Sports. It's in the game.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back, National Soccer League fans, to a matinee kickoff here in a meaningless game in Week 24. Both these teams, the Conductors at home and the Hydra visiting, already eliminated from the playoff picture. They do sit just 1 point and 1 spot on the table away from each other. Hydra here on the road in 21st, Conductors at home in 22nd. The Hydra have lost 13 of their last 15 games coming to this one. Just 2 wins over the last 4 months. It is an absolutely abysmal record. And they have plummeted down the table since being all the way up in 7th, way back in Week 8. So what a disastrous season for them. The Conductors hanging right around where they were last season. They did have the number 2 worst season, the number 2 pick in the draft last year, but up to 3rd this year, so just marginally better. Here is their starting 11 on the screen for you now. No changes. Aaron Stoddard has been back to the bench, restored to the match squad, but not on the starting 11. Camilo Aguirre continuing to oust him from the starting 11 with a little bit of a new look formation, with Hummel dropping into the midfield and the veteran Camilo Aguirre stepping up into a winger role. Other than that, no changes for this back line. And Miguel Varela continuing to lead the way as he leads the season in shots blocked as a rookie. Impressive stuff from him. Hasn't been enough to propel them out of this bottom 4 spots. Here is the starting lineup for the Hydra. A bit of a new look. Starting 11. De Assis and Delacroix in the midfield for the first time together. Matty Thomas gets a rest. Has not been performing well in recent weeks, and that was a big part of the decision. It seems Cesar Ballin actually does make a return to the lineup. Gabriel Montiel also in the starting 11. Really interesting look here. Are the Hydra tanking here potentially? Hard to say, but this lineup certainly not what we're used to seeing. We'll have to see how they get on out there. Well, 2 games to go for these 2 teams, and Conductors taking a more pragmatic approach, sticking with the old plan, and the Hydra hankering around, trying to snap this horrid run of form they're in. That is a rough start there for the rookie. Etienne Delacroix in trouble right away. It's a yellow card on his first senior start in the Hydra shirt. See there, he gets a strong piece of Cole Bowers on his way through. Passing swipe, but doesn't get the ball and does find himself in the referee's book. Guzman to send it forward, but couldn't get past Delacroix, who's been active, if nothing else, to start this game. There's always the ever-present question of how hard will these 2 teams be trying to win this game, knowing that they have nothing more to achieve from the season. With the playoffs a distant glimmer on the horizon as Montiel goes in. A bit of a strange play there, but will be covered by Tarazian. So then we do get into the question of our teams actively trying to lose games. When you look at the Hydra's lineup today, not many of their usual starters. Is that a deliberate move? Or is it genuinely just trying to get a look at your roster as you start to begin to change the focal point onto next season? That was an incredible clearance by Miguel Varela, by the way. What was he doing there? It looked like he was jumping onto a lifeboat. Had the clearance well, though. Here come the Conductors. Bowers out wide into an odd area for Nelson, who runs into Aaron Amarikwa, able to carry it away. One of the few remaining starters in this lineup, Aaron Amarikwa. Other than that, it is new faces across the board. Montiel, Williams, Allen, Delacroix, and De Assis, all not starting in the previous game and now starting today. As Amarikwa lines one up from range. Decent strike from the American, and it does result in a corner. First shot of the match. Solid contact from Amarikwa requires a strong hand from Edvard Tarazian, who's in good form in the Conductors' goal this season. So Positive start here from the Hydra with the new faces on the pitch. Here is Ameriqua. Swinging towards Williams, and that one's over the goal by Cesar Ballin. And as you're looking to why he has been relegated to the bench this season, just dismally out of form in front of goal. We have to say, I suppose, on the conversation of the tanking and the lineup changes, it is worth noting that the Hydra current starting 11 hadn't been getting the job done. So, well within the manager's right to try and experiment with the lineup and see if he can get some inspiration from these squad depth players here. Hoping to see some of that. Here comes Remy Lestois. What a ball for Cole Bowers around the back. Himmel with a kick save up into the air and away by McCulley. Far away, only as far as Matthew Hummel on the other side of the ball. Here is Lestois. Nice combination play, but Hummel with a crummy pass and he's giving it away. Come the Hydra out trying to build this attack out of the back. Montiel in space. Nice little layoff for Ameriqua. Got it back to Montiel, and then Hummel picked his pocket. It's Reed. Nice turn in the center circle, but marshaled wide by McCulley. Here's Etienne Delacroix. To Montiel. Veteran striker. First start of the season for him. Delacroix. Crap. That's not right. Into Williams. Turning on the edge of the area, slipping it in, and Tarazian is able to pick up the pass intended for Cesar Ballin. McCulley wins the header. Lestois on the knockdown, back with the Hydra here. Moving it forward quickly. Montiel, Ameriqua, nice combination play. Ballin, Chet Williams into the area, blocked by Taylor Pierce, and then Tarazian can claim the follow-up. Chance for the Conductors to get forward with Milo Aguirre. Nice cutback for Cole Bowers. Having to circle around, looking for Pierce. Hummel back to Bowers. Surveying his options. Nice runs being made against a flimsy Hydra back line, but here is Liam McCulley again, holding his head high. Trying to lead this defense that has been woeful this season. There is Cesar Ballin and a nice ball from Williams. Ballin into the box. Surveying around with Delacroix. Gonna rip one! Oh, what a save from Tarazian. Did he get a touch? Referee initially signaled for a corner. The linesman saying there was no touch on that on the way through traffic. Good strike from the rookie. He's a defensive midfielder, but does have a keen eye to get forward, as you see there. There's a decent chance, a decent strike. Just off target. It will be a goal kick for the Conductors here. Reed wins the knockdown header to Bowers. Out wide to Aguirre. Nice movement from the Conductors. Here they come through the middle with Pierce advancing on the wing. Aguirre flipping it into the back post. Lestois' header straight into the arms of Himmel. Here's Delacroix. Approaching the half-hour mark here, still goalless, which is an improvement for the Hydra. They have, again, been the second worst team defensively. 70 goals conceded on the year. So that is one thing they can take away from this start to this game. Kelly. Around to the back of the Hydra. Ameriqua searching ball inside has found the feet of Chet Williams, who to take on the defenders, but into a couple of them. Now it's a nice ball to Montiel. Here is Ballin. In towards Chet Williams. Bouncing off of Guzman. Oh, Boots. Delacroix. Moving forward with Montiel, finding a shot from a tight angle, and caught Tarazian maybe a little bit off guard. Has to carry that one behind for a corner. Ameriqua to deliver this ball now. Finnegan able to head it up and away. Chasing down with Williams in support, but he's won the chase, and now here goes Bowers. Cutback is on for Reed. Congested midfield ahead of him, though. Taken away. America now on the attack for the Hydra. Montiel moving it on for Williams. Nice cutback to Fallon. Delacroix. Etienne Delacroix! Another chance. Passes him by. This one from close in. On his favored foot. He's got to do better with this. The rookie just scuffs it, shanks it, whatever you want to call it. It's not a clean contact. Has been positive with his play, getting into good positions, but just the finishing is letting him down at the moment. Towards Reed again. Nice knockdown. Very good in that situation of winning headers from the long balls. Here goes Lestois, battling it out with Richards, who wins the tackle. 5 minutes to play in the first half, still goalless. The Conductors only have one shot on target. Hydra with just two. Fallon. Williams ahead of him. Looking for the run in behind, but Aguirre was well positioned to deal with it and cut it out. Reed now. Here's Lestois. Moving into the middle, it's a nice ball. Searching for Lestois, and he's there again, but Himmel makes the save once again from close range. Now going forward to the Hydra. Williams again. Both teams showing some attacking intent at the end of this first 45 minutes. Williams. Brandon to Guzman. Referee says it was a clean challenge and will play on. Conductors regain possession. Heading out in the wing is Nelson. Back inside to Finnegan. Lestois, nice cutback, but I think the referee has pulled it back for an offside. Let's see there. Hard to tell from that angle. Looks like there was maybe just a moment early. Cease. There is the halftime whistle from the referee. A slow start here in this one. They're team able to find the back of the net in their opening 45. We'll be right back in just a moment. The second 45, hoping for more inspired play from these two teams. Hopefully my freaking computer will start working as well. Piece of freaking garbage equipment, man. Sucks. Oh, well, good afternoon once again to those watching along in this broadcast of the National Soccer League. Week 24 action underway. A bit of a throwaway game here as Ibrahim Aslan has come on off the bench after halftime. So Hydra mixing it up once again. I wondered if we might see some of the starters introduced into the game gradually as it went on. Here is Montiel looking for the run of Aslan right off the bench into the firing lines and saved by Tarazian right away. Start to the half of the Hydra. Positive play once again. This ball from Montiel to Aslan. It's the shot on target. Tarazian does well to make the save. Here's away from the straw. And there again, I think. Did a touch on Ballin's way, or look at the shot here on the replay. Did Tarazian get a piece of this one? It certainly does. Pushes it wide. It's a good save. Oh, not bad strike from Ballin. America to take the second corner in quick succession. Swung in towards Montiel. Up and away. Tarazian came and didn't get all of it. Winchester on the ball here. Ballin trying to nutmeg Guzman, but lost the ball. Conductors now have it with Bowers. Nice pass inside to Reed. Camilo Aguirre. Hummel sending one long towards Finnegan. It's a nice ball. Asking the questions. Nelson getting forward now. Into Finnegan's path. I think he's offside, though, and he is. It's just unfortunate coming together there. Let's go a step early. And second tight offside call we've seen. This one's on Murdoch Finnegan this time. Movement from the Hydra quickly through the middle, and now here goes Ameriqua on the inside. Nelson able to step across, though. Squall. Long, nice ball. Finnegan onside this time. Time to run better. Now he's got space in behind. Winchester got a piece, and it's up there, and Himmel and Hummel colliding. In the end, it is the goalkeeper's ball. Let's see now. Forward with Jordan Richards. Let's move from the Hydra once again. This time it's Ameriqua who's offside. Another change coming up now. Couple changes, it seems, actually. Matty Thomas coming on for the Hydra. And it's Lorenzo Decker on for Aguirre for the home side. First change of the day for them. Hummel hacked down by Matty Thomas. And a little stare down. The Conductors fans didn't like that. And now they've lost the ball, and the Hydra have it on their own advantage here with Ameriqua. Montiel. Ameriqua trying to reverse the field, but in the way, Richards got it back. Montiel. Aslan. Montiel. Aslan blocked by Guzman, and Thomas wins it back. Oh, it's a goal! Oh, it's not going to count, though. Guzman applauding his own finish, but referee had blown it dead for a handball moments before. Ameriqua right on the edge of the box. It was nearly a penalty handball, but ruled as the contact starting outside. Can we find the first goal of this game? It's close in, maybe a little too close. Another substitution now. It is Ilker Oezer coming on for Cesar Ballin. Ameriqua from 19 yards out, trying to break the game open. Still deadlocked at 0-0.
A reminder that foul and abusive.
Ameriqua's shot is able to be saved by Tarazian. Not just saved, but held as well. Good stuff from the young goalkeeper. Long ball towards Aslan is into a good area. Can he cut it back now for a teammate? Thomas arriving, and then Pearson Guzman in the way. Ilker Oezer, top of the box, looking for Ameriqua. What a save from Tarazian to claw it out. Richards still with the Hydra here. Trying to slip away from Finnegan, but couldn't do it. Conductors on the charge now, up towards Reed. Looking inside for Bowers. Back to Hummel. Horrid ball from him, given away easily. Thomas trying to get forward with Oezer. Aslan into Montiel. Back to Aslan. Nice combination play from the strikers here. Goes wide to Nikolai Taylor. Thomas, Montiel, Aslan trying to work his way through the line, but in the way was Miguel Varela. This wall. Here's Reed, though, at the other end. Trying to cut it back. It's a nice ball. Finnegan, surely the opener. Listois. Decker, what a save from Himmel. How on earth did he keep that out? The rookie can't believe it. Oh, my goodness. What a stop from the keeper. Decker does well, just hits it. Himmel, starfish mode, just makes himself as big as possible, trying to cover as much of that goal as he can, and he did great. Now the corner's in. Away from Ameriqua. Thomas one step further. Powers chasing it down. Reed. Himmel inside to Listois, going from range, and Himmel able to make the save that time. Trying to start the attack quickly with a long punt. Miguel Varela in the way again there. Himmel, better ball through the line to Listois. Can he pick out a pass for Isaiah Reed? Listois. Decker opening it up. Can he get a shot off? Bowers. Listois. Reed in behind, and Richards in the way. Excellent defending from him again. Still 0-0 here with just 15 minutes to play. Is there a winner in it for either side this late stage in the game? Thomas to Montiel. Ameriqua. Forward to De Assis. Inside, lots of space on the inside, goes wide now to Ilker Ozer. Gonna line one up from range. What a save from Tarazian for the corner. Both goalkeepers having an excellent showing out here today. Taking a hatful of excellent saves. Fifth corner of the match for the Hydra. Can they make this one count here? Swung into a tempting area for McCulley, but Varela rises even higher. Ooh, De Assis misread the bounce, and now Bowers has it, kicking it off De Assis, adding insult to injury there. Ref dummy, nicely executed. Now here comes Dan Nelson on the right side. Trying to look for Isaiah Reed, up one-on-one with Sam Winchester. And able to snuff out the danger. De Assis, still deadlocked here. Is there a goal in regulation time where we need extra time and beyond to try and sort these two out? Richards, Thomas, cutting inside, Montiel, good feet from Gabriel Montiel, might have a shot here, thinking about it, De Assis laid back, hints for Aslan, and straight to the arms of Tarazian. Kelly wins the header though, back with the Hydra. Matty Thomas trying to get a run going here. Down the line it goes to Ilker Ozer. Trying to take on Nelson and beating him. Ozer, can he get this ball in play? No, he somehow couldn't keep it. What a buffoon. Did well to beat Nelson, but then just gave up. Tarazian now to take. Another substitution here, it looks like. It's Federico Valverde coming on for Murdoch Finnegan. Second change of the day. They've got one remaining. Hydra have made all three. Valverde winning the header right away, but then Listois, careless play, gave it away. Matty Thomas. Montiel. And back to Ozer. Nice passing from the Hydra again. Looking long. It's Ozer on the chance, and he's hit it over again. Tarazian tries to get a hand to it, but can't quite do it. Ozer knows how close he's come there. Just cannot quite get that shot on target. So 5 minutes of added time here, still goalless. We've only had one game that was goalless all the way through regulation and extra time. So will there be a golden goal, or will this be the second of two games to make it all the way to penalties without a single goal being scored? Still a few minutes of regular additional time remaining here. Valverde battling with Winchester. Fun fight between those two. It's a Conductors throw-in deep in their own attacking corner. Quick restart from Valverde. Hummel to the byline. Trying to get around Valverde, a little bit of a miscommunication, and it goes out for a goal kick. That Ilker Özür chance. How close was that? Rosian maybe had it covered if it was on target. Hydra had the better of the chances, you have to say. The game overall, but still goalless. Guzman wins the header in a tempting area for Lestois to stride forward, but Richard was there on his touch right in time. There's Varela in the way again. Nice defending for him. And there is the full-time whistle from the referee. It's still goalless here. We will be heading to extra time to try and sort this out via a golden goal differential. And we'll be right back with that in just a moment here. Welcome back once again to Golden Goal. This time, National Soccer League fans, Aaron Stoddard making his return off the bench into the game. There he is. Gets them going for his side. Free kick here, if nothing else. Going to be a yellow card for Jordan Richards here as we begin our extra time period. So the foul from Richards, definitely deserving of a booking from the referee. Free kick in an enticing position here. It's Adam Guzman currently lining this one up. Swing something in here. Guzman's ball curving in, tempting half, but the pulley in the way. Here come the Hydra. Özür, Aslan, the Turkish connection, fit and firing. Aslan gonna have a go, and Tarazian pushes wide for a corner. Good game he is having once again. This is a fierce hit from the Lion here. Swerving and knuckling, you can see from that angle. Goalkeeper's nightmare, but it makes it look like a daydream. What? Merrick going to take this corner, the 6th of the match for the Hydra. The big bodies in there to aim at for both sides. It's in towards Aslan, but Valverde heads it away. Winchester knocks it back in for Thomas. Nice turn, Matty Thomas. Aslan, he's onside, and Özür's into the back post, and the Hydra are going to win it here. A golden goal for Ilker Özür. And it's all over. The Hydra claim the 2 points in front of the Conductors' home crowd. They finally have a win after 6 straight losses. Aslan teeing it up, and Özür, 3rd time is the charm. Able to get this one on target. Just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Tarazian, who saved everything else, gets a touch but can't quite claw it out of the net. And that is all we're going to get for the day here in this one. Ilka Roser with the match winner. I'll leave you here with the full match highlights in this game. We'll be back later tonight with one more game in our Thursday night action and continuing to roll out our Week 24 coverage. We'll see you then later. For those Hydra fans going crazy, man.